Clash of Clans.
Toxic 9 Crafty. We'll go with Crafty throughout it. A lot of these guys have favored Rigatores actually as one of the players they look to, so maybe we'll see after an inspiring attack after what we just saw a moment ago.
Yeah, and maybe they will get to play against their role model in the semi-finals. Toxic actually studies medicine, and he does say that their team has an advantage due to the variety that they have. Looks like it is the hybrid starting off here, a queen charge very comfortably down to the southwest area of the base, just picking things apart, using that baby dragon to allow the queen in. And this is an interesting base by Boom, I have to say.
Opening the wall break, he managing to get the crossbow wall open, but the queen is pathing and actually taking hits from both crossbows now. So taking a lot of damage, keeping the haste on, making sure she gets it done. There's going to be the freeze. Oh, that was a freeze on the Royal Champion. Just making sure that champion is avoided. Now here comes the rest of the damage. The Hog Riders coming on through from the north. Meanwhile, also we've got the Warden in there as well, trying to give the cover.
I feel like the freeze spell was a little bit of a panic. He could have maybe got the scatter shot at the same time, driving in the hybrid to try and redirect the queen down to the bottom, but she goes down, and that spells disaster for the hybrid as it moves down towards the bottom of the base. It will be taking major damage.
The healers have hooked onto the Hog Riders. The healers were following the Hog Riders in there, so I'm not too sure if they're going to path where exactly he wants them at the moment, but he is getting a lot of damage down. The artillery still doing a lot of work. The crossbows still getting so much bang to buck, and as you say, he used all those spells at the start, and the multi-inferno is just doing so much work right now. All the healers are melting down, the warden eating everything, and this attack is going to fizzle out. The balloons coming in, but you can see they're getting pushed back.
Yeah, using the spells early like that can power you through a dangerous area, but it can leave you vulnerable to the back end of the attack. He's kind of getting away with this. It's going to be pretty close, but the Eagle Artillery finishes off the Royal Champion, and it's not going to be enough. Unfortunate for the Beast. It's not the 3-star they needed, and against alternate attacks, they definitely needed a higher percentage than this, I think.
Well, the Warden might get it to 90 plus. I think that's about as far as we're going to get. Yeah, 91 will be enough. We can see the minions at the top. They are getting blasted backwards, but I think they're going to get the crossbow down as well. Eventually, it will be a slow finish, but 25 seconds left. And as you can see, it will not be a 3-star. There's two little minions. You know, I got a lot of faith in the minions, but not this time.
I think it's a better percentage than they hoped. With all of the spells getting used early on, I can't help but think if he could have saved onto maybe one heal for the back end of the base, it might have been a different story. 94%, as you mentioned, is pretty good, actually.
We just heard in that video saying that they need to bring their A game. Let's see if he's brought his A game. It's going to be starting off with the lightning spells in the middle, getting a bit of damage down on that Inferno. Perfectly placed, gets the... did he get the Clan Castle as well? No, he didn't. The Clan Castle's perfectly fine, but he managed to focus on the Inferno.
Yeah, got that down alongside scatter shot, and basically a lot of splash damage mitigated early on here. He is using mass witches, which splash damage is the major factor. With all of the skeletons, it is something that you need to be aware of. Now, he's just taking his time setting up the funnel, but struggling a little bit to the left-hand side with that Tesla.
Yeah, the hidden Tesla catching his baby dragon off. I don't think he was ready for that. He was looking to try and funnel it nicely, but it didn't work. But here we go. Here's the Witcher charge. This is what we were waiting for, and we'll see whether it can work out. Obviously, the giant being perfectly placed to tank that crossbow.
Oh, no, Queen, go into the base. She does. I thought the Tesla on the outside might have drawn the Queen around with the Witches taking down the mortar quickly, but Vale is fortunate in that regard. Has the Witches moving in. Notice the balloons I talked about earlier. They are used to protect healers, but one of them gets pinged off by a black bomb. Queen moves to the other side. This isn't looking too good, actually.
The Witch has been separated from the... the Queen has been separated from the healers. The healer's sticking on the Witcher, so the Queen is a little exposed at the moment. The Pekka's doing some good work, though. He's working around the outside, which is obviously forcing this funnel through the middle. You can see they still haven't got to the town hall right now, and the Witcher's very much funneled together, but they are going to get the damage down.
just about get that Town Hall. Varley can breathe a sigh of relief. He was actually holding on to the Royal Champion just in case, but I'm not sure what he does from here to get the 3 stars. There is a lot of defenses left. Witches now taking a lot of damage. I think they've even gone down, Demon.
Yeah, one healer peeled off to help the Queen off in the north, but a Black Bomb just dealt with that healer, and that's the Queen gone down now. So the northern push is completely nullified. Now the Witches really is all that's left of this attack. They've got to deal with the Queen defensively. The Skeletons just swamping around her will take her down, and you can see the Barbarians down the south trying to get it done.
Not going to be enough, actually. Royal Champion has her ability that might help through the single target Inferno. Do not tell me that Varley can spin this around and get this one done. Single target Inferno out of range of the Royal Champion is already damaged. If she takes that down, the Skeleton Trap is there. I don't think he's going to get it.
Skeleton Trap does the job, works out perfectly, and prevents the Inferno going down. Now the Witches still got quite a few in there, but
get it. Grand Warden hit the Inferno. He's walking right past it. He needs to hit the Inferno. It doesn't go down. 10 seconds. 98. He's going to get
Pekka's got it. Pekka's got it.
3 stars.
No! On the button.
That's the difference, right? Alternate attacks. Varley held his cool there, kept on to the Royal Champion, and to be honest, I feel bad for the Beast because they now are a star behind, and that could have been a whole different story. But here they go. They need a response.
Quake goes in into the middle. I didn't actually catch what they take down. It was a little too early in the start, but it is going to be the King to the north and Royal Champion as well. So they're going to start clearing out the path in the north side. It is going to be lava once again, so Lava will come through. Actually, there's not too many balloons.
Yeah, I think he's obviously wanting major damage at the start. Wow, look at that Royal Champion's ability. Takes down the single Inferno, the air sweeper. So probably we will see the lava loon coming in from the right-hand side now that the air sweeper is taken out in that area. And I'm intrigued with the Town Hall. He's left that so far, using the Ice Golem to come in towards the Scattershot and the Queen.
Queen is in. The balloons come through. The Baby Dragon falls. They should be able to take the tower on the north. That's going to actually path the King around to the side. Queen engaging Queen. So that should be fine. Queen will drop. That's a good start for Kalsa. Looking good at the moment. They're going to path on around the side here. Meanwhile, a couple of balloons from the north.
Yeah, interesting. I think he's trying to get the Wizard Tower. Maybe he's sending the Stone Slammer into the Town Hall, but he needs 51% or get damage onto the Town Hall. This is a little bit of a risky play, starting the Lava Loon because he recognizes he's not going to get there, but he needs the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall. Driving everything in. Needs a good push here. He does have enough spells to do this, but he's used 2 haste early on to just try and power the balloons through.
Queen got locked up by the wall. I feel the freeze wasn't quite positioned right down on the western side, and now it's all on this Lava Loon pass.
Oh, no.
Don't think there's too much left in this attack. We can see the balloon coming in once again from the north. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be on the Town Hall. That will get the 2-star. But what can back up from it? Because these balloons are going to fall.
Yeah, look at the Archer Tower. That just did not go down to that small pack of loons. It meant that the major group didn't come into the middle. And although he has the Stone Slammer, he's got a lot of defenses to get through here. Eagle Artillery, Multi-Inferno, and Wizard Tower all in a line that do splash damage and will wipe out these troops. Unfortunate for the Beast.
Yeah, there was a dragon in the Stone Slammer as well, but that's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, the balloons were taking all the damage ahead of the dragon because he's a little slower moving, which puts the positioning out. It does look like it might be close to a 90% again. We'll see. It's all down to minions once more.
Yeah, those minions have been really getting it done today in terms of percentage, but there we are, feeling the pressure right now and, using them spells a little bit hastily, but we have Linnaeus using the hybrid, and this is actually one of his favorite attack strategies.
And he's against the Prince. And we'll see whether it works out. It is, of course, the Queen down south with the healer strat, the rollers, making it work. That's going to be the Dark Elixir down, and balloons on the south side as well. All the defenses funneling and being drawn out by that single balloon. Nicely done.
Yeah, very nicely done. And remember what I talked about earlier? When you're charging into the base, you've got to be careful of air defense swiping your healers. Notice that the bowlers that took out the Dark Elixir storage also bounced to an air defense, meaning that Linnaeus doesn't have to worry about that. So a very confident start, walking the queen down to the bottom. It looks like he's going to use a bit of an extended queen walk and then drive the hybrid direct to the town hall to take everything in the center.
Wall goes down. That's trying to path the queen into the center at the moment. Is actually going to path around to the left. Should
she
draw
does.
through and will get pulled into the center. Okay, it works out.
Works out indeed. It was all because of that wizard. And again, the little details that we see by these players. That one wizard was what was needed to redirect the queen in. Here comes the hybrid.
Miners.
Riders and miners direct to the town hall. Use the miners first to activate the town hall. Down it goes. Hog Riders to reinforce. And what a start for Linnaeus.
Queen doing the work, wiping everything out, and in comes the cavalry from behind. The Hog Riders up as well. It was a split Hog Rider push, by the way. They didn't all get funneled in the middle because there is a stack of them on the north side as well that are just funneling round. That Queen taking all the crossbow damage. Look at it, it's perfect. The Queen tanking everything up, and now the miners will take the crossbow down as the Queen pushes on through. Absolutely directed so well around here. The north attack has failed. The Queen, the Hog Riders have gone down there, but I think there's enough still in this south side that should be able to finish it.
I think so. Linnaeus has done a phenomenal job. You mentioned the Queen tanking that area at the bottom. Although he loses a healer, I think he's got more than enough to get this done. But it's all about the single target Inferno and the Grand Warden Altar. They do major damage, and he's not going to path to them until the final two buildings.
It will be the Grand Warden that will move in and take the initial hit, and actually the healers are on the Grand Warden. The balloon pops. That takes, I think there's one healer left now, and the Grand Warden will fall. The Queen's still taking the damage. That's going to turn onto the healer as well. The final healer will fall, and now has the Queen got enough? No.
Queen goes down. He's got miners onto the single. It will go down pretty quickly, but the Grand Warden statue also doing damage. Is there enough to get it done? It looks like he's got a couple of miners, but they're going down fast. So is the Grand Warden's altar, and it is going to happen. Two miners with little
on top, and now we're over to the Prince, who just defended against Linnaeus, and now it's his turn to attack Linnaeus' base.
Super Witches it is. Now, Prince is actually the war commander of the team, so he is the man that gives the commands and tells everybody who attacks when. Make sure to, well, captain his team. So let's see if he can pull in the 3 stars when it is really needed. Just a very patient start with the Grand Warden. There's the lightning spells to take out the scattershot. Yeah,
they should take a little bit of heart. We know there is a chance. There is a chance that they can work their way back into this. While there has been a perfect start for ATN aTTax, there is a possibility that they could throw it and go badly wrong. We saw it in the World Championship qualifiers. INTZ, the captain, when they had it all done, I think they were at 99.5%, right? And then captain just failed to deliver the 3-star, and that left the opening that the Queen Walkers need. We're going to get to see the Queen Walkers later on in the show match, but right now this is a very nice start by Prince.
It is a very nice start indeed. I'm surprised he didn't use the Grand Warden's ability a little bit earlier, but he does have balloons that are very nicely tanking for the healers. There is the Grand Warden's ability as they power into the town hall. Using that second jump spell, he does have to hope that the Super Witches get over there because he's taking a lot of damage right now and they are struggling to get through this base.
Yeah, that sweeper's doing a great job of keeping those balloons away. The Hog Riders do come in and get the town hall down, but the balloons are just null and void right now, being pushed away. Look at it, there's not a great deal of damage on them, but that triple crossbow, look at the crossfire, is burning through the riders. They will fall. The skeleton's also in trouble, and that's going to focus now onto the witches, and that's a problem.
I can't really see how he can get this one because the Royal Champion goes down, and although he has the Super Witches in the center, he doesn't have anything to take out the outside defenses on the perimeter. And with only 1 minute left, the Super Witches, they need to get a move on if he is going to get this one.
No more jumps left either, so they're going to have to work their way through the walls, and that's going to slow everything down with just 50 seconds remaining in this game. Warden Tower now also putting the damage down, the cannon doing work, and you can see the Warden going to come in. He will take the towers down, and as you say, It's simply a matter of time. That one wizard, though, that one wizard on the outside, he's doing some work.
He certainly is, and the Super Witches continue to tank the defenses in that area. The Queen goes down, though.
Oh,
that really could have been... If it was going to happen, the Queen had to survive there. Not going to be now for Prince.
Yeah, the Warden fell just as well, straight after him. And now, well, there's healers left with only Witches left to heal. And unfortunately, with 8 seconds remaining, it is going to be looking like a 83-84% win. In the end, with just another 2-star. It needed things off, but reliably informed it is Yo-Yo, not Jojo. And it will be the Warden to the north.
Interesting to see Yo-Yo using Witches. He actually has a nickname of Lalo23 because he is so good with the Lava Loon attack strategy. So it's very interesting that he picked Witches. Maybe he just identified a weakness in this base. Lightning spells actually take down a huge chunk of it already.
Could also be putting in some practice for the World Championships, knowing that he may need to adjust because that's Lalu is not always what you can rely on at the moment. But there's the Queen on the east side, and now down the south will be the King, and the siege will drop with the P.E.K.K.A. coming out.
Oh, wow, this is very nice because you can see exactly what is happening. King will walk into that compartment, use his ability, take out a lot of the defenses, creates just a breadcrumb of defenses for the Witches to move directly from the right where they are now through to the Town Hall and to the back end of the base. This is picture perfect so far.
The King tanking everything up there for the Witches to come on and put the punishment in. The Skeleton Swarm taking down those Teslas, looking great for them so far. And now the Queen moving in behind as well. There is a mass of damage here. And I've got to wonder, is it going to be enough?
Well, the thing that I love about this attack is you could automatically think about using a jump spell to the back end of the base. Yo-Yo doesn't want to do that. He recognizes there is a gap he can send his super wall breaker into to be super efficient. And I can't wait to see if he can pull that off. Witches do get the Town Hall, but they are stuck in the tornado now and taking a little bit of damage.
Oh, if only that Phoenix artillery was still standing.
Oh, no!
It was all sat ready and waiting, but they're going to be coming in. The Royal Champion on the west side, taking a lot of damage, actually. He's going to get the freeze down now, and they should be able to take that Wizard Tower down. The freeze will come out, and he gets the heal off in time to take the Inferno down, so he's getting a lot of value on that Royal Champion now. That's going to come in and do a lot of damage with the rest of the team now coming through.
Very nicely done. The Super Wall Breaker didn't quite open up the compartment, but he has more than enough Witches to get through that. Royal Champion running ahead to take down the defenses. She wants this base down even faster, and with the single target down, Queen's ability, lots of Witches, it's all a matter of just steamrolling through the rest of it now.
Certainly enough available with 30 seconds to go to clear out the rest of the bases. Hordes and hordes of skeletons funneling through, taking everything down, and with that Queen doing so much damage from behind, this is inevitably a third 3-star finish for ATN aTTax. It's looking like a classic 15-star here.
They are putting on a masterclass, aren't they? There is the confirmation. 3rd star and one.
Face some. But for the Beast, it is going to be Kunj, the man that a lot of people actually credited as the best base builder on the Beast. We'll see what he's got in terms of attack against Valor.
He is one of the players of the Beast that looks up to Rigatores as his role model, but the chance to face against him is just slipping away from them. He really needs to put up the 3-star now if there is any opportunity. Uses the lightning spells in the center. Very nicely done to get damage onto the single target Inferno because the Royal Champion comes in, and with the Seeking Shield, there you go. It goes down straight away. Very nicely calculated to start this attack off.
A couple of minions dropped on the north side as the Royal Champion continues to do work around the edge. Taking so much damage, though, and is going to get popped pretty soon. Dragons! I was just about to say, I can see a couple of dragons in the pot there.
Interesting use of an E-Drag for the funnel down this area. Now notice there are storages that they can tank through. but it looks like he doesn't want to go that way. The E-Drag is coming down to the bottom. That's also where the dragons are coming in from, and he wants to just steamroll through to the town hall. Looking pretty good at this stage. No air sweepers to push him back, but it's all about the most northern Eagle artillery, which will be raining fire to these dragons throughout the entire attack.
Gonna push on through. It's looking good for him. Yeah, Stone Slammer. Ooh! Funneling away from the town hall. Not what he wanted. Not what he wanted at all.
This is dangerous. All of the dragons taking major damage from the eagle. They path around, as you say, and the dragon that's on the town hall is not within the Grand Warden's aura. He has had to use the free spell, trying to get the 2-star as a minimum here. And it's looking dangerous. Can he get it? Dragon is going down, but it's going to be close. Freezes it again.
Oh, having to use that second freeze, that's going to cost him later on. It will secure the 2-star, but I don't think there's going to be much more from that. You can see it's not gone the way he wants. The barbarians on the north side, they're going to get some damage done because with the queen, but I don't think there'll be too much more than that. The queen getting focused at the moment. The queen, what's the real threat? I mean, it's time, I guess, right now is the real threat to the queen.
Yeah, she's got the ability to get through the single target inferno. It is just the sheer volume of buildings, and I really feel that the E-Drag he used for the funneling could have been something different. He didn't need an E-Drag that had that much health but takes so much time for the high HP storages. He could have used baby dragons, and I think it would have been a better result. Maybe even getting the 3-star. It looked pretty good.
We're going to be moving over to Boom on his next attack. He's against Kunji's base. Now, the Beast did say Kunj is the best base builder on the team.
Well, let's see if he can get this done. Boom is one of the players that is always at the top of the game in terms of legends. He's always up in the top leaderboard, and he said that his team has the best teamwork in the game, and that is what puts them so high up. Remember, #1 seed in the world, and they are looking for the perfect war right now. Let's see if Boom can continue the streak.
Absolutely, that Royal Champion pushing through does get quite a few of the towers down, and now the attack starts in the north with the Queen looking to work down towards that town hall. Free spell comes in. That's going to buy time, looking for a couple of those traps. The Queen actually has pathed away. Okay, he's going to pass in through the wall.
He's not. I don't think she's going to get the town hall, though. She will get the single target inferno, and there. Oh, he has the ability. I didn't even realize he had the ability. Town hall does go down. A little bit of a savior for Boom, but the queen in the center is still alive, and he definitely wanted the defending queen down. He has 3 headhunters, so he could still adapt. Just has to send in the lava loon now.
The Queen giving up, that's going to go down. Here comes the Stone Slammer as well coming through, which a lot of people obviously been saving for that Town Hall. Let's see what he can get from that as the Lava Loon does come in from the east. They're going to push on through. This is looking like a very good attack. That's going to get a couple of balloons on the Warden Tower. The balloons all come out, actually, the hidden balloons. He needs to path them away. Hope they don't get locked. There's some more, there's another hidden balloon trap that does come in. It doesn't get the damage down, but my God, that was close.
Yeah, but the Queen in the center is wrecking the balloons right now. Headhunters trying their best to take her down, and I think Boom might just get this. Queen is still alive, in fact, but he's got more than enough balloons. If he gets this wizard tower down, he is pure, plain sailing. Boom!
The Queen's still going, he will fall, but he's done so much. He got the Warden down, but as you say, I think he's just about got enough in the locker. Obviously, the crossbow tower can do nothing. It's all on his tower, but there's enough balloons there to drop the bomb and take it down. And it will be a 4th 3-star victory for Alternate ATTax.
Fix It is really what sets Alternate Attack above the rest for me.
Well, Virus playing for pride. If anything for the Beast, they've come against the world #1 seed for the World Championships. Lightning comes down, gets a big slice of that Eagle artillery.
Interesting.
What else?
Yeah, he's used didn't take the Eagle artillery, obviously. Didn't seem to want to get that. I missed the lightnings, actually, but whether he wanted to get the Eagle is questionable. Uses the Royal Champion. Ability is used. I think he probably wanted the eagle looking at the lightning.
I think so too. I don't think that worked out as planned. Oh, those balloons are going to get wrecked by the hidden Teslas on the north side. The Queen actually using that freeze so early on. Not too sure about that.
Yeah, he's using a lot of ice golems here. I'm trying to count the spells because, as I said, I missed the start. It looks like he did have enough lightning spells to take down the eagle and the defending queen, but must have missed them both. The queen has a little bit of health, but not taken down. That could be dangerous moving into the attack, but let's just focus at the top here because the queen is taking a lot of damage. King is taking a lot of damage. Going to have to use the abilities. Town Hall will be activated, and can he get this?
Well, we're waiting as much as you. The suspense is killing us. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the Town Hall, but I don't see much left in that Queen either. The Queen unprotected as well. And unfortunately, It looks like there's been a disconnect.
Yeah, I mean, just when your day couldn't get any worse, has it really happened? Nobody wants to see that. I think, the attack would play out. Maybe he would get the Town Hall with automatic troop abilities, but, oh man, definitely not what you want to see.
And we're yet to see ATTax's attack, actually. He's the final attacker for Alternate ATTax, looking at closing out the perfect 15-star victory.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing, we questioned all of the players, and Virus did say that on their day, they could beat anybody, but unfortunately, it's not their day today. Alternate ATTax will be taking this one. Tornado Trap at the top is catching all of the balloons and just making things worse for him.
I do love the confidence, but it's easy to say that when you're beating people within your nation and maybe a couple of local competitions, sort of international competition. But when you're coming up against some of the world's best, it is unfortunately showing that Alternate ATTax are better on the day. The balloons getting a lot of value. Good freeze spell. That's going to get the Inferno down, or it should get the Inferno down. It does, but unfortunately, I think that tower is going to plink off a little bit too much damage with the Wizard Tower behind it.
Yeah, unfortunate, because I do like this small group of balloons and the haste spell to the right-hand side to take the scatter shot down, and the balloons through the center have actually done a remarkable job. Had he have been a little bit more efficient to the right-hand side, he might have actually got that.
If he potentially hadn't have had to use so many free spells right at the beginning, if you think about the 2 free spells that were used, it is going to be down to the Warden now. And I think time is unfortunately against him. I actually think the Warden probably has it in him to finish the job here, but because there is really only just the 2 towers left that can do a real problem. But unfortunately, with only 10 seconds to go, there won't be time for the 3-star.
Yeah, and I think this attack really just summarizes the Beast's day, right? Like 2 stars consistently, but just not quite enough for the 3-star.
The big question is, can As do it? Will we see the perfect 15-star victory?
Yeah, and he said that how they have prepared for this tournament is testing bases, and testing bases that they plan to use for the Worlds as well. So maybe using a couple of mixtures throughout this tournament and the World Championships, and on their current form, they are wanting to win this for sure. Ast coming in with what can hopefully be a perfect war.
Well, the Queen Healer down the south side is going to trigger off and pull out everybody from the clan base. He is going to manage to fight his way through it. The balloons being used just to draw out any traps, not able to find too much in there, and the Queen will be fine. Now we see the Royal Champion coming across on the eastern side. Also a Rupture Bice away, just used on the Inferno there. So trying to quake that down by the time for the Royal Champion just hop on over and take
beautiful.
it with 1 spear.
That was very, very nicely done, because a lightning spell, earthquake spell, and the Royal Champion's Seeking Shield can take down an Inferno Tower. So he did that, but he saved onto the lightning to just get a tiny little bit of damage on the defending Royal Champion. So although it might seem minimal, that can be the difference when it comes to this level. Brilliant stuff.
Great freeze being used as well as the Queen continues the attack, but a bit of damage on the healers at the back line there, but they do manage to survive. Here comes the Lava Loons coming in with that Stone Slammer over on the western side. Meanwhile, the King tanks his way and passes around the north track as well, and this is looking like it's on track to be a 3-star.
Yeah, he's committed all of his spells to the Queen. Needs her to take down the major buildings for the Dragons, who really don't have a lot left now.
Multi-Inferno, the balloons are going to drop here. I don't think they're going to get close enough to get the Multi-Inferno down. The Queen is now on it. We'll get enough down. We'll finish it off. That was the big trap. There's the trap coming in as well on the balloons. Does delay them, but there's no damage anymore on them because the crossbow is on the Queen. There's one crossbow that's doing the damage, but the Dragons coming in behind have enough to back it up.
Has that freeze spell as well, just to slow them down. Make sure he didn't even need that, but he has so many dragons. He wants to keep them all alive. And well, we might have predicted it, but you never know until it happens. Alternate attacks showing their power with what looks like a perfect war.
Fantastic stuff in the quarterfinals, laying a marker down to all the other teams.